We were cold. We were cold. We were cold. We were hot. We were hot. We were hot. We were lucky. We were lucky. We were lucky. We were fast. We were fast. We were fast. We were polite. We were polite. We were polite. We were sad. We were sad. We were sad. We were students. We were students. We were students. We were here. We were here. We were here. We were strong. We were strong. We were strong. We were late. We were late. We were late. It was cold. It was cold. It was cold. It was hot. It was hot. It was hot. It was funny. It was funny. It was funny. It was late. It was late. It was late. It was fast. It was fast. It was fast. It was slow. It was slow. It was slow. It was here. It was here. It was here. It was ready. It was ready. It was ready. It was broken. It was broken. It was broken. It was loud. It was loud. It was loud. He was cold. He was cold. He was cold. He was hot. He was hot. He was hot. He was lucky. He was lucky. He was lucky. He was funny. He was funny. He was funny. He was amazing. He was amazing. He was amazing. She was cold. She was cold. She was cold. She was hot. She was hot. She was hot. She was lucky. She was lucky. She was lucky. She was funny. She was funny. She was funny. She was amazing. She was amazing. She was amazing. She was sad. She was sad. She was sad. She was a student. She was a student. She was a student. She was here. She was here. She was here. She was strong. She was strong. She was strong. She was late. She was late. She was late. She was happy. She was happy. She was happy. She was tired. She was tired. She was tired. She was ready. She was ready. She was ready. She was busy. She was busy. She was busy. She was hungry. She was hungry. She was hungry. He was sad. He was sad. He was sad. He was a student. He was a student. He was a student. He was here. He was here. He was here. He was strong. He was strong. He was strong. He was late. He was late. He was late. He was happy. He was happy. He was happy. He was tired. He was tired. He was tired. He was ready. He was ready. He was ready. He was busy. He was busy. He was busy. He was hungry. He was hungry. He was hungry. I was a teacher. I was a teacher. I was a teacher. I was cold. I was cold. I was cold. I was hot. I was hot. I was hot. I was lucky. I was lucky. I was lucky. I was tall. I was tall. I was tall. They were busy. They were busy. They were busy. They were angry. They were angry. They were angry. They were cold. They were cold. They were cold. They were funny. They were funny. They were funny. They were fast. They were fast. They were fast. I was sad. I was sad. I was sad. I was a student. I was a student. I was a student. I was here. I was here. I was here. I was strong. I was strong. I was strong. I was late. I was late. I was late. We were happy. We were happy. We were happy. We were tired. We were tired. We were tired. We were ready. We were ready. We were ready. We were busy. We were busy. We were busy. We were hungry. We were hungry. We were hungry. You were late. You were late. You were late. You were helpful. You were helpful. You were helpful. You were polite. You were polite. You were polite. You were funny. You were funny. You were funny. You were amazing. You were amazing. You were amazing. They were kind. They were kind. They were kind. They were ready. They were ready. They were ready. They were outside. They were outside. They were outside. They were here. They were here. They were here. They were excited. They were excited. They were excited. They were students. They were students. They were students. They were my friends. They were my friends. They were my friends. They were happy. They were happy. They were happy. They were tired. They were tired. They were tired. They were late. They were late. They were late. You were strong. You were strong. You were strong. You were ready. You were ready. You were ready. You were busy. You were busy. You were busy. You were my friend. You were my friend. You were my friend. You were here. You were here. You were here. You were smart. You were smart. You were smart. You were kind. You were kind. You were kind. You were funny. You were funny. You were funny. You were beautiful. You were beautiful. You were beautiful. You were tall. You were tall. You were tall. I was happy. I was happy. I was happy. I was tired. I was tired. I was tired. I was ready. I was ready. I was ready. I was busy. I was busy. I was busy. I was hungry. I was hungry. I was hungry.